Well, it's Wednesday night, and we finally left Cape Girardeau. It's been raining quite a bit of the day. We're on the bank here of the Mississippi. Got about 43 miles, and we'll jump up on the Ohio. Had a lot of fun in Cape Girardeau. Had TV 9 and 12 or TV 12 come down, do a story on us. We had the local paper come down, do a story on us, and whatnot. And it seems everybody asks the question as to why are you doing this, and I don't know, it's very confusing as to why someone would ask the question as to why are you doing this, like it's something completely out of the norm or completely I don't know, completely insane from, where did the rules come up? Where did the systematic programming come in when you do things that you feel very passionate about or very emotionally attached to, that's maybe not the mainstream of everyday society, or like I said, that program thing that television, media, papers, parents, whatever, has programmed into us as to what we should do. Graduate high school, go to college, get married, have children, get a great job, spend 30 years, retire, get cancer, die, whatever. I don't know. I don't get it. Why people would ask me such questions as to what are you doing this for? Well, why wouldn't you do it? I mean, what did people ask back in the day in 1884, 1894? Did people ask Lewis and Clark as to why they decided to go west and explore all the rivers and all that type of stuff, or in Boston or the 13 colonies? Did people say, ask them, what are you doing this for, when they decided to take a wagon train and head west to California to discover new things or whatever? I don't know. Did they ask those questions at that time? I don't know. But I just get very confused by people asking those questions. And then the other thing is, everyone says, you're living my dream, you're living what I've always wanted to do, you're living the blah 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 blah. Well, and then they'll say, did you plan for this? You don't plan. I mean, you plan a little bit, but you don't spend 5 years contemplating whether to do it, because while you're making plans, other people are living life. It's crazy. You don't make plans. You do it. You just do it, and you learn as you go. It's what makes you stronger, more educated, more fine-tuned in your skills and your ability to, survive extreme conditions. I mean, I don't know. It's crazy. I don't know. It's just odd. I've been camping, fishing, hunting, trapping, all these things since I was probably 5-6 years old. It was just a way of life. Now, granted, I've got a few more skills than maybe the average individual, but you don't plan. You just do it. It's like, you say someday, I'm going to someday. Well, someday never comes, people. It just never comes. You have to grab the moment and do it. I mean, while you're sitting there busy making plans, other people are living life. And I've had a great time doing the things I've done, and I've got more things to do. I wish I had another lifetime to do the things that I want to do. So anyway, we're having a little red wine, and I've got a little dinner set up. I'm going to have some clam chowder with a little shrimp mixed into that, and a little red wine mixed into it. and I got some crab meat that I put in there, and I was able to make it to Walmart in the 2 days that I was in Cape Girardeau, get everything I needed, get my tanks filled and everything in that, and I'm ready to go down and hit the Ohio River, which I'll be on probably tomorrow. So anyway, people, if you've got something you want to do, or a dream, or something on a bucket list, or whatever the case may be, there's something you always want to do, don't hesitate, do it. But the other key factor is you can't do it with $1,100 mortgage, insurance, maintenance, electric bill, gas bill, all these things, with car payment, car insurance. You can't do the things you want to do with all that stuff attached to it. And that is what media and the mainstream society has. If we can keep you in debt, we can keep you in check, we can control you. But when you are not in debt and you are free to do the things you want to do, now you're an uncontrollable individual. So it's very scary to the authoritative, being the government, city police, state police, whatever. People want, government and society wants to control you. It's always been that way. I don't care. You can research it all the way back. Always has been wanting to control you. And another thing that's slipped by us is the ability to have a piece of property, grow your own food, have a couple of cows, chickens, maybe some goats for milk, goats for cheese. Goat cheese is incredible, and all those things to be able to do all the skills to be able to do all that, make cheese, make canned goods, cook, grow gardens, and all those things. That is not what the government wants you to do. That's why a lot of the farming and stuff has become corporate. They want to be able to. It's all about control, and I'm not being paranoid, and I'm not being a conspiracy nutcase. It is true. It is about that, and oil is going to come to a halt. And when it comes to a halt, we are going to lose a third, maybe half of our population in this world. So whether you want to believe it or not, it's up to you. But I'm just telling you, that's the bottom line. So I am pretty much self-sufficient. I can do anything and anything to survive. No problems whatsoever. So anyway, just a little side note. I'm going to get back to getting ready to have some supper. I'm watching Robin Hood right now. Good movie. And me and Bentley's hanging out. It's raining outside, so we can't do much. It's late in the afternoon. It's about 5-6 o'clock. We'll make an early start tomorrow, jump down to Cairo, Illinois, and bang, we'll shoot up the Ohio, jump into the Tennessee, and work our way down to the Tombigbee and get down to Mobile here in 3 weeks. That's the plan. So anyway, I hope I didn't bore you, but anyway, peace from the Shantyboat expedition. Love yous.